Wall Street's banks and their allies have staged a massive lobbying and PR campaign to convince Americans that modestly higher capital requirements for the largest banks will be disastrous for our economy. They are doing this to protect their executives' bonuses at the expense of Main Street Americans. And they've used their seemingly limitless resources to fill the public comment file with letters opposing the proposal. However, a bunch of banks and their allies saying similar things many times does not make them accurate, and quantity is not a substitute for merit. Our new fact sheet shows that the industry's anti-capital claims lack a valid basis. It also proves with facts and data how these messages are misleading and wrong. In fact, the bank's views will actually lead to weaker economic growth, less lending, greater instability, and more volatility. Here are a couple of important examples. Number one, Wall Street banks claim that higher capital will reduce lending to underserved communities. The truth is that increased capital requirements do not reduce lending. In fact, the analysis shows that for every 1% increase in capital, lending increases by 2%. And number two, mega banks claim that they proved their resilience during the COVID pandemic. In truth, the pandemic exposed mega banks' vulnerability, and the government had to step in and support all corners of the financial system during the pandemic because it wasn't strong enough on its own. Now to recap, higher capital means that mega banks are resilient, even when there is an economic downturn. That is essential for economic growth and protecting Main Street from a crash. Don't let Wall Street's expensive and glossy ads fool you into thinking otherwise.